Howdy. My name is Daydream Fever, also known as Coulter. That's my birth name. I'm very honoured to be here today. This is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much to Sunnyside Uploads for having me tonight. Thank you so much to the JADE. I have many, many fond memories of playing at the JADE, so it's really cool to be back here again. Before we get into the music, I just wanted to acknowledge the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people as the original owners of this land. We are on Kaurna land here in Adelaide, and I just wanted to acknowledge elders both past and present. Yeah, so should we make some music? Does that sound good, guys? So yeah, this is going to be a little bit different tonight. I'm going to be making a lot of music, live looping and making music with my voice and things like that. And later on in the set as well, I'm going to attempt to freestyle. So when I prompt you guys, maybe you can start throwing things in the comments and I'll do my best to rap about them. Or it might go terribly. That's the beautiful thing about freestyle, is it could be a disaster and it's here forever. So let's do this.
Always waiting for sunshine, forever opening curtains. They've been saying I'm unkind, I never spoken my burden. Man, I'm hurting, I'm searching, myself a missing person. Torn between love and the working, but putting in work that I love got me always deserting. I'm waiting for sunshine, think I'm over the hurting. You need a piece of my heart, no way. This world is tearing me apart. Come on, faith for the faithless, save face for the papers. Take from the haters, let shameless forsake us. If God is the greatest, why the pain and the payments? Why even create us? Who gonna replace us? Hating the nature, love is our nature. Only love will come save you. Loving my neighbor, loving my maker. I'm loving my taker, I'm under the breaker. Can't stomach a faker. I'm about to go ape and I'm running away. We are running away. Love is our way, love is our way. Like, love is our way, like, love is our way, like.
I hear a very subtle clap from someone in the background, but I assume you're at home right now, just like clapping it up. That song was called "Faith for the Faithless." It's the first song off my EP that dropped in 2018 called "God Market." I do have a lot of new music coming out. It's been one of the teeny tiny benefits of self-isolation is making a lot of new music. Obviously, there's been a lot of bad things about all of that as well. So it's nice to be back here making music again. The next joint that I'm going to do is called Sleep, and it's a bit of a cover. It was originally sung by a guy called Scott Taylor, a very talented singer and songwriter. And Scott is the uncle of a close friend of mine called Taiha from Till the Break. And I first heard this song on Till the Break's album, Underneath the Effing Bridge. And I loved what they did with it, so I thought I'd put my own kind of spice to it. And and I chucked a little verse in the middle as well. So it's going to be like pretty much the same setup again, just live looping. So tune in with me. Oh, actually, one really quick thing, because I can see that someone has already put in a donation, which is awesome. anyone that so any of the proceeds that I get from donations tonight, I'm going to be donating myself to the David Dungay Jr. GoFundMe page. So yeah, hopefully we can raise a bit of money for that. And I think anyone that's donating as well goes in the running for, is it Prohibition Gin? Is that right? Never. I'm sorry. That's there forever. Here we go.
Never. I love you too, Donnie.
Darling, will I miss you?
We're just getting warmed up, guys. We're just getting warmed up, I promise you. I think we might have a quick break and jump to a quick ad break from Never Never. I'm never going to forget that. Never, ever, ever. Here's a little story for you. I took a right off Queen Street and went to the park. The type of place they recommend not to venture a dark. I sat down, caught my breath, now I'm off the beaten path. I'm seeing cars, pedestrians all fleeing past. I just absorb it. Cold air on my face. It's gorgeous. The people I'm around don't have salaries enormous. An old man approaches, he seems a bit crazy, but I lend an ear to old people even if shady. He tells me, this is home, this is the park he visits daily and it's pretty trouble-free, except for Pigeon Lady. I'm like, Pigeon Lady? You gotta be kidding. I'm looking all around the park, I don't see a single pigeon. He said, listen, wait and see. The lady ain't make-believe, she'll come from the bakery, that one on Angel Street. The man walked off and said, look up above. I counted 22 pigeons, a duck, a couple doves, and lo and behold, a small lady in a shawl carrying a bread roll in the face of a dead soul. She looked me in the eye and said, stay away from the park. I said, chill, be still, I'm just making some art now. The first impressions, they weren't the greatest of starts. She said, all men are pigs and I was playing my part. I just sat there, watching all the birds gather round. Rain started to fall, I recalled the pitter-patter sound. She ignored me. It's like I didn't matter now. She was so in the moment. Isn't that profound? Umbrella up, listening to the singing drips as pigeons took bread directly from her fingertips. Watched her eyes, saw a kind of inner bliss. Time didn't exist, rain turned to hidden mist. I saw the birds fight over last crumbs as the sky opened wide, revealed the vast sun, and the rain disappeared as quickly as it came, and every bird stayed while no food remained. She sat down next to me more nervous than calm. I tried to show I meant no burden or harm. Never been one that's great at working my charm. Unrequited chit-chat causing further alarm. I dug deeper. See, there was no turning back. It's hard to find the truth without learning the facts. I said, I've been given everything, yet something's still missing. You seem happier than most just sitting with these pigeons. She said, listen, I was burned more than most, and I couldn't live life as a germ nor a host. Had a father that didn't hug me, a husband that didn't trust me, a son that didn't love me, and a world that called me ugly. I don't need any man to come and take care of me. I take care of these birds that are always there for me, giving them food when hungry and water when thirsty. And not a single time have any of them ever hurt me. So every time we feel like something is missing, we forget the beauty in that which is such a simplicity. I dug deep into my pockets, not in search of any funds, found a bag from lunch that was full of pastry crumbs. We split them in half and fed them together, and laughed when she said, no bread lasts forever. The sound of one hand clapping. That was a little spoken word piece for you guys. I'm going to attempt to loop something on my iPad using GarageBand, which Ed here, who's helping out with the comments, was very disappointed about. So I'm here to tell any kids at home that if you're learning the drums, do not learn the drums on GarageBand. You can be a much better drummer than Coulter.
every single injustice, and I'm left in a fit of rage. Bitter, twisted, sick and disgusted. Got a couple of couplets for the people who I grew up with. Now I was ready for the coffin like a hammer. Couldn't touch this in the middle of a dream. Fists ready but arms weak, let out a scream. Mouth open but can't speak. Mind always telling me to stop passing on conflict, or I'm gonna end up on the path of a convict. I'm like, everybody please watch this. The pathetic attempts for your attention is toxic. I got a rap song, sonnet, ballad, haiku, past the next con who looks freer than I do. I mean, silly thoughts I'm ruminating, and through debating, percolating in this interpersonal feud I'm breaking. Can't take it, heart aching, yin and yanging, feet dangling, throat strangling, I'm barely hanging on. Keeps piling up, everyone seems to cope, get in the way of hope. Every day is a joke, every day is a joke. I get in the way of hope, but my ray of sunlight, now there's a fray in the road. My ray of sunlight, now there's a fray in the road, and I wanna let go. Gripping. I don't wanna let go. I don't wanna let go, but my left hand's gripping. I don't wanna let go, but my right hand's slipping, slipping, slipping. I don't wanna let go, but my left hand's gripping. I don't wanna let go. Gripping. But my left hand's gripping. I don't wanna let go. I don't wanna let go. But my right hand's slipping, slipping, slipping. I don't wanna let go. I don't wanna let go. But my left hand's gripping. But my left hand's gripping. I don't wanna let go. I don't wanna let go. But my right hand's slipping, slipping, slipping.
Cool. So I made that on my iPad, looping things over and over. And then at the end of the song, I pressed this. Can we get the camera to go on my loop station? So everything that I'm doing, I'm stacking layers of my vocals or stuff on the iPad through these two channels here, so I can kind of toggle between different loops, right? Now this little button here, can you see that? It says beat. When I press it, the track was meant to like fizzle out as if I was turning a vinyl record off. It did not do that. We are live, people. That is proof that this is live. We're not doing backing tracks or anything like that. It's all live, fuck-ups and all. So, all right, I'm going to go into another song. This is called Deep for You. It was originally a collaboration between a good friend of mine, Jesse Francis, and I. And I'm going to do a real stripped-back version for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. The awkward silence. We are live. Yeah.
Girl, I've been sitting here thinking. Yeah, I've been thinking a while, yeah. Girl, I've been sitting here thinking. Thinking about something that you would do, nothing except for this love thing that you would die for. Girl, I got it deep for you. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Hey now. Girl, I got it bad. Yeah. Girl, I've been sitting here thinking with a bit of an inkling that my heart is now rising and my body is sinking. Girl, I've been sitting here thinking that I got to try more, cause this love thing is something that I would die for. See, we seem to gel today. Well, time just seems to melt away. The present is heaven. In the future, there'll be hell to pay. Living is giving, I pillage a million, I'm billing, I'm killing, I'm really just feeling, I'm feeling the time with a bit of a rhyme. If it really my video, I wanna be chilling. You know, kiss your lickable lips, squeeze tight, it's real life, and I just live for your hips. A day with nothing but your hand in mine, wondering is better than a lifetime spent alone, always wondering. Cause girl, I got it deep for you. Yeah, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Girl, I got it bad. Deep for you. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Hey now. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Hey now. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Hey now. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Hey now. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it deep for you. Hey now. Girl, I got it bad. Girl, I got it.
I pressed the button that time and it did work. So things are working out, folks. I hope you're enjoying things. I'm going to set myself up on the piano for the next couple of songs. So now might be a good time to jump to a break. But please stick around, guys, and keep donating for a good cause. And if you stick around to the end, I've got a little surprise for you. I'm going to kick some wacky freestyles for you guys. So, yeah, stick around and we'll be back soon.
All right, live on Sunnyside Uploads, we've got Daydream Fever. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well.
Awesome. All right, it's a pleasure to have you here, dude. So, I'm just here to have a quick chat before we get back into it. Can you give us a bit of an insight to what you've been doing in isolation? Because I heard you mention that before, you've been using it pretty productively.
Yeah. So I guess like the songs I'm about to do were kind of just me noodling around on my wife's old childhood upright piano. Been making just writing a lot of new material, a lot of solo material for Daydream Fever. But I'm also in a band called We Move Like Giants.
Yeah.
I guess like where Luke, who's another vocalist in the band, lives in Melbourne. So obviously we haven't been able to get in a room together for a long time. But the Dropbox folder that we have together is
growing.
It's our capacity. so we have to release a bunch of songs before we can start making new songs again.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. That's using it productive, Keep it up. Now, I was going to say, I was going to bring up We Move Like Giants. It's another project you've got. And I was going to actually throw it way back because people that are watching might not know that I've played with you before, back when you went by Coulter.
Yes.
Back in the day.
And back when you were in Funky Scum Rumour.
Yeah. So we've actually got Josh over here who's on the desk. He was part of that band as well when we were kids, man.
Yeah. And we played at the JADE multiple times, like
yes,
the old JADE.
The JADE Monkey. Before this place existed. Yeah.
I think my first big support slot and the first time I was ever on like a big stage at the Gov playing with Earthboy was with you guys as well.
Yeah. I was so out of my depth with that one.
Absolutely.
That was like my introduction to hip hop as well.
Yeah.
Like I'd never really actually delved into that, and it was because of playing with you that sort of like opened me up to that world.
Awesome, man.
And I found as well with you, like your sort of approach to hip hop is sort of it's a little bit off. I find it's a little bit off center. It's kind of a bit against the grain with the normal sort of hip hop culture, at least for me. And I've noticed it sort of develop so much over the years. Listening to your new stuff now, it's become more than just hip hop. When you listen to it, like I'm noticing you're throwing a lot of other influences in there. What kind of drives your influences when you're writing stuff now as compared to back then?
Well, I guess I've always been primarily off of censor because my physio told me I have mild scoliosis. So I do actually. I think just I'm like sussing my posture now. I've just always been a fan of like heaps of different music, and I've never been like I don't know. Maybe I've got a shorter attention span when it comes to making music, but I don't like staying still or getting stagnant.
Totally.
I just want to keep elevating and keep having fun, and keep taking it to different places.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, like listening through your stuff, I actually went and had a listen through from then till now recently, and you've really sort of painted a picture like this journey with your musical career, and it's awesome, man.
Oh, well, likewise, man. Like I think when I can tell Ed, he's just like, God, I'm so hungover, I want to get off stage.
Don't tell him.
No, like I was just gonna say, like when you've been making music for so long, it's kind of just it's like a diary, right? Like it's just tracking where you're at with your life.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I'm not the person that I was when I was 20 anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's great. Well, yeah, you certainly haven't stagnated, man. I'm loving the new sounds. So keep it up. I'm gonna let you get back to it.
Yeah.
All right. Have fun with the piano.
Ed Noble, everyone. I think I like being on stage. Like I'm a pretty anxious person, and I've liked being on stage because I had this like psychological epiphany the other day that like I like being on stage because it allows me complete control of the situation. So I'm sorry, Ed, for rousing you up heaps. Okay, let's do this. One, two.
You said it all when I was 2. A year is half of what I knew. Now that I'm on, a year is hardly something new as the world gets wide. Time gets narrow, potential shallows, I'm off in shadows. But carry me out this mess, barely managing all this stress. I haven't been on my best, narrowing life till death. Life can't go back, not much forwards on this track. People come and go, we just keep it on low, and we reaping what we sow. Can't tell the meaning of these facts, but we do it for the stacks, in a mansion or a shack. That's life, all a maze, from the cradle to the grave. Basically a slave with what they taken for a wage. Since an early age, I've been rattling my cage, but I lost all of my strength when you're grabbing on my days. Every week I got A's, years went by, I'm not sage, had the patience of a saint. Still I'm waiting, what a waste. It's like I'm in an eternal dream, screech screaming till in my sleep. But I'm lying dying, trying to never wake up. And I've seen it on all the screens, movies without the scenes. The truth, aloof, no proof of a pay stub. Purgatory of the in-between, birth and death, where potential is spent in the limits of time left. But carry me out this mess, barely managing all this stress. I haven't been on my best, narrowing life till death. I wanna know, before we go, if you've been this way before, where in the deep the light is bleak. I can't swim this way to shore. I know for sure my heart is pure, and the reef scorn has left me torn, halfway between jetty and the bottom. So far away from problems, so far away from problems. But all that really matters are the colors in this light, grains of sand floating by, and still like summer in the night. I can see you more clearly through the reef and the seaweed. There's still so much light, I see so much light. I wanna know, before we go, if you've been this way before. That was a couple of new songs. I've never done them before. And as you can probably tell, I can't really play the piano either. Very left dominant, but I hope you enjoyed them. I'm gonna, Ed, is there any way we can get the comments screen to be seen? And then if you guys put some random words in the comments or some random thoughts or whatever you want to do, I'll this has been a very somber set. I figured, you know,
we're live streaming, I'd do some material that I normally wouldn't do on stage. I'd do something a bit different. But we're gonna finish with some fun.
My name is Kultar, aka Daydream Fever,
And this is where the show unravels.
I'm at the beach and I'm swimming and I'm doing my thing. whackness, no room for whackness. Come on, man, kettle, flute, hand, soap, I don't give a damn. Bro, gotta tell everybody I got a fan in a choke hold when I broke the mold. Yo, stepping on chewing gum, now I am stuck. Spit a freestyle, man, you know I just suck. I'm sorry that I'm slurring my words, but I do it all the time, man. I'm so absurd, I'm so out of my nerve, out of my depth. I spit a freestyle till the day of my death, and then I'm out of breath, yo. Oh my God, yo, can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it one more time, yo? Can I kick it? Yes, you can. 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 I was walking down the stairs and I fell in the door hinge. And noble, I can rhyme with orange. Yes, Orange County, spit a freestyle and they all just surround me. It's like I am a bounty hunter, spit a freestyle and I fuck you up. I just swore I'm really sorry to the grandmas and the grandpas that wanna make me rap fast. I don't even know, yo, I just fucking tap ass. Oh my God, yo, I truly am a feminist. Yo, you don't even wanna get with this. Come on, man, listen when I'm spitting. I am a feminist, go look up Catherine McKinnon. She got mad writing about that stuff and I just do my thing that rough. Under the beam is dandruff. I'm sorry, that was mad rough. Yeah, Cara Stevens lozenge. I should have done that one when I was trying to rhyme with orange. Yo, and I kick it real proper. Kick a mad goal, man, like I'm playing soccer. Yeah, but then I mark a Tony Modra. Yo, what the hell are you onto? Yo, what you even really want to? Spit a paranoid freestyle, I'm on ya. Yeah, peace. See ya. Yeah. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Reading the comments and I'm having a jam. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? I am the dopest. Can I kick it? I am Teflon coated and I kick it when I rap these vocals and I don't even know I lose my focus when I kick it, spit a real lyric, kick it, spit a real lyric, kick it, spit a real lyric, kick it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for all the comments. That was heaps of fun. Oh God, that's out there forever now, isn't it? As well. Sorry to the grandmas and the grandpas, and sorry for the swear words. Good Lord. Thank you for tuning in so much, guys. My name is Daydream Fever, aka Kultar is my real name. Please check me out on all the social media and all that kind of stuff, and check out my band, We Move Like Giants. And if you haven't already, check out Sunnyside Uploads and make sure that you're following them because they're doing a real cool thing here, and it's awesome to be on stage again. Much love. Thank you so much. Peace.